There's little holes, okay, where the serum comes through. Well, welcome everybody. I have not made a video in a little bit of time, but I did have my second daughter, and I just want to say that the last month of pregnancy is basically hell in a physical form. Like, I cannot tell you how terrible the last month of that pregnancy was. I'm so glad it's over, and I'm so glad I will not be going through any of that ever again. So I am 7 months postpartum, and I am just missing you guys. I feel like now with AI, I feel like now with the businesses and like things changing, the algorithm changing all the time, I need to be making more videos and talking to you guys and connecting. Like, that's what I did originally, and I haven't done it in a while, and I miss it. I truly, truly miss it. So today I'm going to be reviewing the Micro-Infusion system. This one is from Qure. And you guys know that I have been making the Banisher microneedling devices. I actually started in 2012. That is when I met the manufacturer. And the Banisher is made in the same manufacturer that makes almost all the microneedling devices. So if you guys don't know like consumer brands and consumer products, for example, fridges, appliances, the same manufacturer pretty much makes most of them, and they slap different labels on them. They'll like change a little bit or change the design or all that. So for microneedling, I work with the biggest microneedling manufacturer, and they also make microneedling products for like professionals, dermatologists, estheticians, etc. But it was kind of crazy because when I met the owner of that manufacturer back in 2012, he was like starting off real small, almost like garage vibes, you know? And now he has a big corporate office. And Banish really started at the forefront of like the at-home microneedling space, right? And so I got to see like, you know, all the developments in microneedling, and now a lot of estheticians and plastic surgeons, doctors want to have microneedling in their offices, and so he supplies them with the products. It's actually funny about the Micro-Infusion system because my manufacturer actually gave me a sample of a Micro-Infusion system, and I said no. This was like in 2017. I don't want to do it because I didn't really see the point of putting the serum in the bottle and then having to throw it out every single time, right? And you guys know that I'm like a clean freak, a control freak, all of that. I don't like the fact of like swishing the serum all around the face, right? So the serum is inside the bottle, and then you're like moving bacteria and germs and all that crazy stuff all around the face. So I didn't like that. But let's see, and let me do a review because I've never tried a micro-infusion device. I've never tried the Qure micro-infusion device. So I just found my headband. If you guys come to any of our Banish events, I'm going to give these away. But this is the Banisher. I just wanted to see how big the heads were. So you can see the difference in the sizes. There's a lot more needles on this one. So this one, you can go over a larger surface area. And then this one is like, it's way smaller. You guys see? Way smaller. Okay, but the needles are similar. But the Banisher, we have different size needles. If you guys have tried both Qure and Banish, which one do you like better? You won't hurt my feelings. I always want to improve the product. So if there's a way I can improve it, like I'm actually thinking maybe we need to have a smaller size head for around like the nose, which I did like using the Qure for that. So I'm going to still use a Qure. I'm going to time how long it takes to use up all this serum. Okay, but you guys, the forehead always hurts for me. No matter what kind of microneedling, it hurts because there's like no fat under the forehead. So I think the biggest thing is just it's such a smaller device. And if you're breakout prone, I wouldn't recommend this because like if you are, you know, microneedling here and the serum, it like goes, because there's little holes, okay, where the serum comes through. So then the serum can come in and out. And also the serum doesn't have vitamin C. Banish's does. Has tranexamic acid, which Banish's doesn't. I will say though, a smaller size is better for the nose. So if you are looking to microneedle your nose, so I can basically tell you my life story and what's been going on. So I had my second daughter in earlier this year, and this postpartum experience has just been like a million times better than the first postpartum experience because I decided to hire a postpartum nanny. And also it wasn't COVID. So I wasn't like afraid that we were all gonna be unalived by the COVID virus. I hired a postpartum nanny who basically, she lives with you and she basically does everything for the baby, which if you can afford it, I will say it's very expensive, but it's so worth it. So I think my thing is like, in the US, it is very hard to have children unless you have a lot of money. What else? Oh, I'm gonna do my neck. So I guess my biggest issue is like if you like, let's say have bacteria here or like something here, and then you use a micro-infusion, you could always bring it back, you know? Whereas with the Banish stamper, you're just stamping it in different sections, right? And you're not really transferring it because you can always clean it with the self-sanitizing cap. I'm gonna see how long it takes to use all this here. What else do I want to talk about? So yeah, so I had a really hard pregnancy in terms of I just felt so nauseous all the time. The first trimester nausea did not go away. I also did not sleep well at all. Through the whole 10 months I was pregnant, I did not sleep like a full 6 hours even. I would always sleep like in chunks of 2 hours. And then I took Unisom every night. And that makes you feel so drowsy. All I ate, honestly, you guys, my second baby was made out of McDonald's fish fillet and Diet Coke. I was so nauseous. It was so bad. Like, pregnancy sucks, okay? I don't know. For me, I've just not had good pregnancies. You just don't feel like yourself, you know? And I think the reason why I have such hard pregnancies is I get motion sickness very easily, like in the car, on a roller coaster. It's like been like 12 minutes and I still have. But I'm gonna do my neck because what is with having all these lines during pregnancy? And then you get really bad tech neck because when you're pumping, you're just constantly looking down. Oh, and I also stopped pumping a month ago. I stopped breastfeeding a month ago. I got mastitis 4 times, you guys, like 2.5 months. It was awful. I have never experienced such like craziness as mastitis. My biggest issue with not having microinfusion devices is because I feel like there's backwash in the serum. Let's say you have bacteria on your nose, right? I have a lot of gross pores that is filled with like oil and gross bacteria, and then you like bring it over here, right? I don't really want to bring it under my eyes. When I do it on my neck, I don't want to bring it onto my face. Okay, it's been like 20 minutes and I still cannot get rid of the serum. I do like the smaller tip for like the nose area. Ooh, I never microneedle here. You guys, apparently I'm super lucky because I have this mole in the middle of my forehead. What does that mean? Can you tell me what it means? Okay, so I give up. It's been like 20 minutes and I still have all this serum left. And then I'm looking, if you guys can see, there's like so many bubbles and I don't know if there's like old skin flakes or like grossness. So I micro-infused for about 25 minutes and I still had like all of this product left. So I'm going to talk about the pros and the cons of the Qure microinfusion device. So what I do like about it is I think this is also a smaller size. So if you are traveling or whatnot, it is smaller. And also the head is smaller, so it can fit around the nose. So I would say those are the pros of the microinfusion device. My big con, like I have 2 big cons of the microinfusion device. Number one is it's way too small, okay, the head. It just takes a long time. If you guys know me, I'm somebody who, I'm super impatient. I don't have a lot of time. So I don't want to like take forever to stamp all the areas of my face. This is better for around the nose, I would say. But other than that, I would prefer using a stamper with a larger surface area. And then my other big thing is just the serum. I feel like it's wasteful. I mean, I have not even half the serum left, and there's like bubbles and specks, which I don't know what that is, but I don't want to be putting that all over my face. And I don't like the idea of microneedling a certain part and then microneedling another part of your face and not knowing if you're bringing that bacteria to the other part. So with Banish, you know, I always say you microneedle one section of your face and then you apply the Banish vitamin C serum on top afterwards. What's unique about Banish is you can just clean it. So you're going to just clean this area and then you can microneedle another section of your face. So you're always using a clean head when you microneedle different areas. This one, I don't know. I just feel like, what are we doing? The serum does smell nice. It actually reminds me a lot of the Banish serum. It's a clear serum. It's not vitamin C. It's tranexamic acid. But you also have to throw this away. So when you are done using this, you have to throw this entire thing away. It comes with another micro-infusion device. And then it comes with another serum vial. To me, it feels very wasteful that you have to use a whole serum and then you can't save the serum. Can we save it? I kind of want to save it. And I really don't think it's necessary to dump this much serum on your face. The stratum corneum closes in 15 minutes after the holes are being punctured in the skin. So I don't know, it just seems like a big waste. So yeah, that's my review for the Qure microinfusion. Again, there's a lot of different brands that have microinfusion. I think there's like Gloves, Ceranova, there's different devices, but I think the actual device is pretty much the same across the board. I think it might differ from the serum. I'm actually very curious as to where the serum is made because it says made in China, but I don't know if that's where the serum is made or whatnot. So Banishes, all of our actual ingredients that you put on your face is made in California. So that's a little different. And yeah, so Banish, you can always buy the replaceable heads, and they come out to be less than $20 each one. So once you have the device, you can always snap back on a brand new head, and we have different head sizes, 0.25, 0.5, and 1.0. Super easy to snap on and off. Whereas with Qure, you have to buy a whole another device. So those are my pros and cons. I mean, all right, talk to you later. Bye.